These curves help support the body. It helps support the head over the center of gravity as well. Most people today, because of the position we're in all day long, whether we're at computers or whether we're on our phones all day long, the curves start to become absent or even reversed. And it's what I see even with kids as young as 5 and 6 years old today, because they're always on those tablets every day. The curves, especially in the neck, become reversed. And today I just want to talk to you about spinal correction. And this is the practice and technique that we use here in the office, and we've been doing this for 17 years now, is really teaching people how to correct their spine. There is a lot of chiropractors that just adjust for back pain and headaches, and that's great for symptom relief. But we want to get to the actual cause of the problem and help people re-educate the body and the spine to get back into its stable condition, to get back into the position that it's supposed to be in. And we've done a tremendous amount of research in chiropractic, and we know now that your spine should be in its specific position of 3 curves from the side and straight from the back. Let me show you. These curves should be 45 degrees when you're looking at the body from the side, so this person is facing that way. They should have a curve in the neck, in the mid-back, and the lumbar spine as well. These curves help support the body. It helps support the head over the center of gravity as well. The weight is distributed in the spine where it's supposed to be. You can see these bony protuberances here. That is where all of the weight is supposed to be held. Most people today, because of the position we're in all day long, whether we're at computers or whether we're on our phones all day long, the curves start to become absent or even reversed. And it's what I see even with kids as young as 5 and 6 years old today, because they're always on those tablets every day. The curves, especially in the neck, become reversed, and it causes a tremendous amount of pressure on the discs of the spine, and even in the spinal nerves they become compressed. And there's a lot of symptoms that stem from that. But what we want to do is teach you that if your spine, if the head is shifting forward of your spine, it causes pressure on those discs, and it starts the degenerative process early. A lot of people, when they hear degeneration, they think it's a disease of age. As we get older, we're going to degenerate, and it's just something that's going to happen to us. But I'm going to tell you right now, that is absolutely not true. Think about it this way. If my spine shifts to this side, there's more weight here on the concave portion of the curve. That means there's more weight distributed on those discs. And those discs, I've seen it in x-ray for 15, 20 years now, those discs start to fuse faster than the discs on the other side. Now think about the age of the person. They're the exact same age. This side's just as old as this side, but why is this side degenerating faster? Well, it's because there's more weight. There's more pressure on the discs, and the body responds by fusing those discs together because it needs more support. Now, think about it this way. If your head starts to shift forward, every inch it moves forward, it gains 10 pounds of pressure. So those discs become compressed, and again, just like the lateral curvature in the spine, it starts to fuse these bones together. And that is 100% preventable if we teach you how to get the spine back into the proper position. There are 3 phases of degeneration. Phase 1 is when you can fix this 100% because those discs have not started to turn into bone yet. And we'll help you re-educate 3 things. And this is why you should be doing your home care every day, because it's helping these ligaments and the tendons be re-educated to stay in its proper position and even correct it back into the proper position. So 3 curves. That neck is what we manipulate first because that is the most important part. It's right where the brain meets the spinal cord. So the home care exercises are crucial for your spinal correction, and you should be doing this if you're in your corrective phase twice a day, every single day of your life until we take that next x-ray, so we can help to mold and correct and put the spine back into its proper position and stabilize it. The 3 exercises you should be doing. The first is the wobble chair. And if you're listening to this on that wobble chair, it's again to warm up the spine. So you're going to twist and bend and mold the spine to prepare it for an amazing adjustment. And if you're doing this at home, you're preparing it for the molding part of it at the end of the exercise regimen. If you think about it like this, people say, what is the most important part of my home care regimen? Just like baking a cake, home care it's just as important to go through the steps in order. Some people say, what is the most important part of home care? And they cherry pick here and there what to do. If you're going to cherry pick, don't do any of it, because it just won't be as effective as doing it all of it in tandem, especially if you are in your corrective phase. So the wobble chair and the traction on the wall help to warm up the ligaments and tendons to prepare yourself for an adjustment for the molding part. Then you get adjusted and we fix it, and then afterwards we put weight on your head, or you're lying down on your back and using gravity's weight to mold those curves that are supposed to be in your spine back into the proper position. And again, things with curves are stronger than things without curves. So if you've lost your cervical curve, it becomes weak. So we want to re-educate that curve back. It's actually 45 degrees is half of 90, and we know that a triangle is the strongest shape. That's why we want to get it back to 45 degrees. So whether you've lost your curve or you're on your journey of increasing the curve back to 45 degrees, consistency is key. Making sure you're doing everything as prescribed. Get out your home care sheets and look at those prescriptions that we've given every single one of you. It's different for everyone. There are 3 main exercises and molding exercises that we do every single day of my life. I've been doing it for 15, 16 years now, is the wobble chair, the traction, the head weights. I myself get adjusted every week. We've had patients come in here for 15, 16, one's been here for 17 years now, since the day we've opened, to make sure they're taking care of the most important thing in their life, and that's their lifeline that controls their health. If your spine is rotting, your nerves are also rotting. Think about that. And it's important to prevent that degeneration and decay from happening. And it is 100% preventable if you just follow the process.